came here to tell you a story time that is so crazy. Let me tell you, my neighbor broke into my car. On some real stuff, y'all, on some real stuff. I'm not faking it. Someone like literally broke into my car, and they was my neighbors. My neighbors. But yeah, let me tell you the story. Also, let me know if y'all like these robes. I'm still trying to like see if it's worth investing, but these are the silk robes that I'm planning on selling soon. I think since I was thinking about doing it this month, but I think I might have to wait until the end of this year to really sell them for real, because I gotta wait until they ship, and they take almost a month and a half to ship. So I'm thinking about it, y'all. I'm wearing a size medium right now, but my sizing is gonna be different. So I wear an extra large if I want to be like a little big or more comfortable. But right now, I'm kind of liking this one because it's matching the aesthetic, pink, black. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all a story time, a real deal story time. And let me tell you, it's gonna be receipts, videos, photos. This if I feel like putting it on the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's if I feel like it. But let me tell you, so it was early in the morning, y'all. So I had to get, my plan was honestly that day, relax, clean, do my due diligence, and like maybe like do important errands, maybe, I don't know, like something productive. I know I was finna do a deep clean because I was finna get my nails done like the next day, or I think 2 days before, because like my nails are done now, y'all. But I was trying to get everything clean because I hate cleaning with my fake nails, because you know it messes up my nails and all that. So that's why I want to like clean today, sleep in, kind of basically doing what I need to do to kind of feel better the next day when I get back to work. But I got up, I ended up getting up because I had to use the bathroom and all that. And also at that time, my boyfriend was with me. So I was like, okay, let me get up, because I didn't want to oversleep. My goal was to get up kind of early that day, not too early, around like 9, 10 o'clock. And I got up around 9, actually I got up around 10:30-ish. So I was like, okay. And when I looked at messages, I saw like messages like on top of messages. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then it's something about how like so-and-so found your wallet. I'm like, what? Who found my wallet? Who found my wallet? So in my head, I'm like, dang, like, I'm trying to figure out if I left it at the laundromat, because I was like, okay, sometimes I do bring my wallet to the laundromat, but not really. I never really do. Like, it's rare. So I'm like, did I lose it at the laundromat? I did do laundry a few days ago before that happened. So I was like, okay, let me think. I was thinking, but then I'm like, okay, shoot. Let me go look at my car, because sometimes, like before I even contacted them, I was like, let me look at my car, because it might be a misunderstanding, because sometimes they, you know, they assume, or they might be thinking, oh, it look like this person. So I looked at my car, y'all, and I might show y'all like video, kind of give you a depiction of how I felt. But it was like literally, my car was a mess. Like, stuff was all over the place, everywhere. Like literally, I knew something was wrong when I saw paper outside of my car on the side. And I'm like, that's weird. I never seen that last night. I was kind of weirded out. Because at first I looked at the peephole, because I'm like, did someone break into my car? And I'm like, let me make sure it's nothing like no foul play or whatnot, because I live by myself. Of course, my boyfriend with me half of the time to help me out, but most of the time I'm by myself, y'all. So I'm very alert. I'm not scared, but I'm very alert when it comes to certain noises, certain people talking, people who are close to my apartment. I'm very alert, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be ready if something goes down. So I was like, oh, let me check, let me go outside. So then I went outside and looked at my car. Like I said, it was a mess. I was kind of like, in my head, don't touch my car. I did, at first I did touch the car. I'm like, dang, because I was like so shocked. Like like, did I do that mess? Because I just cleaned my car, y'all. My car was super clean. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the heck? Like, we didn't, like, me and my boyfriend didn't do nothing in the car to be making all this mess, and everything was open. The glove department was open, the console was open, and literally the console like had like all the stuff that was in the console, y'all, was all over the seats. And then luckily they didn't put, luckily the glove department wasn't like out of sort. Like I guess it must have thought that nothing was in there, which I'm happy about because it was nothing in there but my wallet. So y'all, I was so frustrated. I was like, dang, where's my wallet at? And I looked at my wallet. I'm like, dang, I don't have my wallet. So I'm like, dang. So in my head, I'm like, I hope no one didn't take nothing. So my first thing, what I first did, y'all, is lock my cards. My credit cards first, definitely. My debit cards and all that, because I'm like, I'm not gonna be But luckily I checked my amounts and all that, and no one didn't use my card. So I'm like, okay, good. So this must have happened like recently or something. I don't know, because I'm like, I thought they would have been wiped my card out, which is a blessing in disguise, because I'm like, thank you. No one haven't touched my cards. So I was like kind of like shooken up and whatnot. So I told my boyfriend, like, babe, someone broke into my car. It was like, he was like, what? And he was asleep too. Me and him was both asleep. So he was like, what? And I was not talking to him at all, because I was like, oh, what I'm finna do next? What I'm finna do next in my head? Because I'm like, what I'm finna do? And then like he walked out and checked out the car. And I told him, don't touch the car. Don't touch the car. Because like, just in case you didn't want to process my car, you see any fingerprints, just in case. So I'm like, don't touch the car. Woody-woo. So I called a non-emergency number. At first I called the sheriff's department without even noticing. Like, it was kind of hard to find a non-emergency number, because it was like, I don't use it. I don't call 911, or I don't call non-emergency, like, no. So I had to look up non-emergency to file a report, because I'm like, this, I gotta report it, because it's something suspicious going on, and I want someone to be scared. If you watching me go out my car and all that, I'm show you. Police is watching. Period. But it was so weird. So after I called the non-emergency, I was kind of shaken. So I was like, what, huh? And I bet the lady was so aggravated with me, but she sounded pretty like calm, but like stern. So I'm like, okay, let me focus, regroup. It's not no emergency, so try to relax. Whew. So I talked about the situation, and she kind of like typed her little, what's your name, your address, and what car, what's the make and model of your car. So I was like, okay, bet. Then I went in on the police, because I knew, since it was an emergency call, I knew the police was gonna arrive like good hour and a half, 2 hours. No, I mean, it's not emergency. I just gotta do a report, so I know it's gonna be at least an hour before they even come to my place. It's like, so that's why I was like, okay, let me find out what's going on my wallet then while I'm waiting. So while I was waiting, y'all, I text this woman. Let me call her. I'm gonna call her S, because I don't want to say her name, just in case she might watch my videos. Her name was S, and she was like, I called her, because I'm like, let me call her first. And she was like, she sounded like she was under the influence. So automatically I kind of like, it was kind of suspicious, like, what's going on? It kept on talking how she was a retired teacher, her husband's retired police officer, and I don't know what, he was like, I just saw this on the side of my car, untouched, on this wooden little stoop. I'm like, what in the world? In my head, I'm like, this woman's still talking. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you got my wallet? She's like, yeah, I'm at the laundromat right now, and my husband at the store, and I'm like, okay, I don't need no other information. At the same time, in my head, I'm like, why she didn't turn into the property manager office? But she was like, oh, they like some young people in there. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, so why you worried about my wallet? Like, I get, okay, this difference between being a good Samaritan and doing too much. I feel like she was doing too much, y'all, because why the heck you kept my wallet hostage? Like, just turn it in. You don't gotta like hold it hostage. What if I was the killer and you just wanted to hold my wallet? Like, no, don't hold my wallet. I feel like people who do that, don't, just give it to the right people. No matter if you think that they not trustworthy, there's cameras in that office. Everybody know that there's cameras. So if they do something foul play, it's gonna be on camera. And they got, you know, bosses on top of bosses. So, you know, I can report them if I really need to, if someone stole my wallet from that office. So when that happened, I was like in my head, like, why she didn't turn it in? And she kept on talking and talking. And I was like, I was trying to be nice to her, and, you know, because she got my wallet. I don't want nothing weird happen to her, because I don't know what she looked like. And I told her my apartment number, which I regret, but no one ever came to my apartment, y'all. So if they did something, if they were trying to do something, they would have been did it. So, but I think she's like, I'm at apartment so-and-so. And I remember like apartment so-and-so is way in the back. And I'm telling y'all, no matter what kind of neighborhood you're in, the back gonna be always the baddest part of the neighborhood. So I kind of knew that's kind of suspicious. But then in my head, I'm like, why the heck? Okay, so even if it's a random person that stole something out of my car, why the heck you go in the front of the neighborhood and then back down? Like, what? It's just a weird situation, because I'm like, if you gotta be either from that side of the neighborhood, but why the heck you going all the way up front of the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Up front of the neighborhood just to take someone's wallet or trying to like break in. Cause I bet they were trying to break in people's cars, which is okay. I get it, but why you going way up here to do it? Like, what? Why? It was so overall suspicious. Like, how they organized it was so weird. Like since today, y'all, I'm kind of scared, but not really. My senses kind of heightened now after the situation, because I'm like, if you that bold, because literally my car is sitting right in front of my apartment. My lights, my front punch lights is on, and my living room light always on. So all these lights are on. So they either knew that I must have either been asleep or wasn't listening outside or something, because my car was literally facing where I was at. So it was lit up. Everything was lit up. So if I opened the door and I saw them, they would have been like caught red-handed. So they was being bold too. And they took my boyfriend vape. So it had to be either like a teen or adult. Cause no kid was finna go in my car and get a vape as well, and my wallet. But after like waiting a few minutes and whatnot, I was like, okay, this turned into the property manager office, because I didn't want to speak to her, because if she was going to be talkative on the phone like that, she's going to be talkative in person. And plus, like, of course, I have my ID in there. Of course, she know what I look like and all that. But I don't want her to see me, like, could that ID photo, y'all, 5 years ago. So my looks kind of changed, but not really. But I don't want no one to know what I look like, because first of all, I was scared. Like, I'm not gonna confront nobody about my wallet, because I'm just like, no, bro, I don't want you to remember me at all about the situation. But she was like, oh, I got a ring light in front of my apartment. I can see if someone was like over there near my car. Like, okay, bet. That's a bet. So I was super excited about it, because I'm like, yes, I don't got to worry about any like finding proof. But then she was like, oh, I don't see nothing on the cameras, which was weird overall, because I'm like, you would have saw something. You would have saw something. And then, and I overheard the husband, he was like, I didn't see you pick up nothing on the floor. So that was automatically a red flag too. I'm like, then who picked it up? Or was it even picked up? Was it even really on the floor? But I didn't say nothing to the woman because I was trying to be calm as possible and polite because I was kind of shaken up. And she was trying to comfort me and all that. I'm like, no, we're not best friends, sis. We're not best friends. So after I got my wallet and all that, I texted her how I appreciate her and whatnot, woo-de-woo. And then the police came. So when the police came, he already looked like he didn't really care. Like, I feel like he just came there. He kind of had like a mental mindset, like, okay, I'm just gonna report and leave. So in my head, I kind of like, I didn't really go in detail about, I did go in detail because it was only like a little bit of detail, but I kind of like, I wasn't really like, oh, go find this person and do it. Like, I didn't really tell about the person. I just said, do you want her number just in case something else happens? She was like, no, okay. They were like, do you want to process it with put the little thing on the car? I'm like, nah. Actually, she was trying to convince me to not do it, kind of. But I was like, in my head, I'm like, they already kind of did what they needed to do in my car. And plus, like, all these prints and stuff already touched my car a lot. So I'm like, it's like, what's the point, honestly? Maybe if they do it again, I'm definitely process it now because I'm like, y'all trying to target me. So after he did that report and all that, he wrote it on the report and then he gave me a police report, honestly. So I was like, okay, it's official. I got a police report. Yay, adulting. So I texted the person because I kind of wanted to scare her a little bit just in case if she did do it. So I called her. I think she actually called me. Yeah, I just reported to the police. She was like, you reported to the police? I'm like, yeah. I was just shocked that I called the police. I'm like, yeah, I called the police. Like, they didn't. Like, I didn't tell her the details of what's going on in my car. I made it sound like they did some damage. So she was like, oh, okay. She sounded scared. I'm like, okay, that's so weird. And then after that, she kind of like showed me like videos of where my wallet was and all that. I'm like, woman, it's over with. I don't need nothing. It's not gonna solve nothing. The police not gonna care about random photos on the ground and stuff. Like, they want some solid evidence, like video recording, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about that. In my, like, I'm 20 years old, gonna be 21. I know how police operate, kind of. Like, they don't care about no video and random photo. Like, what? Like, don't do all that. She was doing extra stuff. Like, woman, like, I get that you trying to be, you know, good Samaritan, but no, you don't need to do all that. It's not that necessary. But I text her like, I appreciate it again. Thank you. And then, y'all, what really kind of got me is I didn't tell her none of the details of what happened to my car. And she texted me about how, like, oh, someone just broke into our car just now. The console was messed up like yours or something like that. I might show a screenshot. Like, I might show it. Basically, kind of like that. That's how I interpret it, because I'm like, why specifically the console? I didn't say nothing about anything about my car. So automatically, I feel like she either know details about it, or, you know, maybe her son did something and she's trying to cover it up because she was trying to ask my officer's badge and name number. I'm like, why you want to know all that? Like, why would you want to know all that? You just came in to return my wallet. And also, like, if that did really happen, you should go ahead and call the police, like how I did. Like, do the steps like how I did. Do the steps. At the end of the day, like, that police officer not gonna come back. He might, but he might tell somebody else to do the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you that. So I ignored her because this was also a red flag, y'all. She told me, like, you better not be in any part of the funny business. Any funny business. I'm like, what funny business you talking about? I didn't text her back about that because I'm like, woman, I'm not playing. Like, I'm grown. Unlike other kids, college kids, I'm just a regular adult. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to go to school. I've been in this neighborhood for 3-4 years now, and I haven't did nothing crazy. Like, they wouldn't have renewed my lease if I was doing some crazy stuff, like, but it was overall kind of aggravating. And also, another key thing, which is not really important, I realized that my cop that I reported to, he was a SWAT, like a SWAT police officer. I'm like, what in the world? Like, dang. I had a specialized officer. But yeah, that's kind of like the overall story. Maybe, I might be missing details, but y'all should be all right. I got the juicy ones, but I got my wallet. Nothing was missing in there. I never used cash, so cash wasn't missing. I was just shocked that they didn't use none of my cards or even take out gift card. I have gift cards in there too. It was honestly untouched. They touched my ID, but that's basically it. But yeah, y'all, that was crazy. But thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna be doing videos on videos, y'all, so stay tuned. I just got my hair done today, so I'm gonna be showing off my hair, definitely. I was gonna do like a little get ready with me while I do this story time, but I got tired, so yeah.